Hi everyone! I just wanted to hop on here and just share just some of my tips that I have used to help grow my hair back. So a couple years ago, my friend and I thought it would be a good idea to bleach my hair ourselves. We didn't know how to do it. We guessed mixing developer and like volume stuff together and totally screwed my hair up. So of course it was like orange and there was like black bands. And then I had to go and get it fixed by a professional, which I should have just gone there in the first place. And then they had to do a lot of color correction. Again, they had to, put bleach onto my hair at the roots. And all was okay for a little bit. My hair, looked good again. But then it slowly started falling out and breaking right up near the roots. I had really long hair at this point, like, kind of like midway down my back. And I essentially had to cut all my hair off. So I had to cut it really short. And then I thought that would help, take a little bit of weight off of it. But it didn't, and it continued to fall out, and it continued to break, and I was left with this, like, mess of a hair. Like, it was awful. If anyone has ever experienced any hair loss or breakage, like, I totally empathize with you. Like, it was so hard, and I was so insecure about my hair, which is something that was totally new for me. So, yeah, so I went on this, like, mission to try and regrow my hair back, and I just thought maybe this would be relatable to any of you, and just information that you might want to use. So the first thing that I did was I got a vitamin. So I take these hair, skin, and nails, I always see, gummies. They taste good. You can take 2 a day. So that was one of the first things that I started doing just to kind of help hair growth. Another thing that I did is I switched the hairbrush that I use. So now I use one of these kind of like Tangle teaser brushes. There's tons of different brands, but it's super gentle on my hair. And I noticed that like when I actually brush my hair with it, I'm losing very little hair when I brush. It's got kind of like a more flexible bristle. So it can, like, say you have a really big knot, like it's kind of going to move around the knot instead of just yank it out and yank all your hair with it. So this was a really good investment. Again, there's tons of different brands. Like Wet Brush has a really good one. So investing in a better hairbrush that doesn't pull your hair out is super important. Another thing that you really have to consider is like how you tie your hair up. So if you need to have your hair in a ponytail for work, or you just want it out of your face, you like to style your hair in different ways, ponytails, half up, half down, buns, whatever. I try not to use an actual hair elastic, because where that hair elastic is putting tension around your hair, it's going to create a lot of little micro tears and just eventually lead to more breakage. So I invest in kind of silky sort of scrunchies that are going to be a little bit looser on the hair. And just like this satiny kind of silkiness of them, it's just, again, going to create less breakage because it's very soft against your hair. So those are awesome. I have really thin hair, and I always thought that scrunchies wouldn't work for me, but I found kind of like tinier scrunchies, and they actually work quite well. So if you have thin hair, you can use scrunchies. They work. The other thing that I invested in was a scalp massager. So this I use primarily in the shower. So once I have my shampoo and I'm lathering it all, this is kind of something that you can just use to kind of like gently exfoliate your shampoo into your head. Some people use it to brush, which also works. For me, I just find I really get to my scalp to clean it with like a gentle kind of circular motion. You don't want to be too aggressive because then you can make your hair pretty tangly in the water. But yeah, this is a huge lifesaver as well. And what this does apparently is it just kind of stimulates your scalp, gets the blood flowing there, which increases just circulation, which helps grow your hair from the follicle. But it also, in the shower, will help get your shampoo kind of cleansing closer to your scalp and making sure that you're covering all areas of your scalp. So if you think of using your fingers and you're kind of lathering generally like this, like you're not really touching every aspect of your scalp. And scalp care is super important for hair growth. So having a brush like this that has all these tiny knobs on it, I don't know if you can see that, kind of ensures that you're covering more of your scalp and you're kind of getting all that buildup off. So yeah, so that's another thing that I do. And then lastly, I invested in a nice silk pillowcase. So I only will sleep on silk pillowcases. If I go sleep somewhere, I literally bring this pillowcase with me. And I have noticed a huge difference, not only in the hair breakage, but also how like messy my hair is in the morning. It's like I can basically brush it before I go to bed. I wake up and my hair looks the same. I don't get any of those weird like kinks or bends. And I also noticed for my skin as well, it has made a huge difference. I'm not waking up with those like sleep lines on my face and like creases. And I just generally feel like my appearance of my skin is nicer. So those are some things that I definitely kind of switched up in my daily routine to grow my hair back. But something that I still struggle, or like I was struggling with until recently, was what products to use. I have spent so much money, like I don't even want to know, on different shampoos and conditioners and treatments and masks, and yeah, like I've spent a ton of money, and I hadn't found a product that I liked, or that worked for me, or that I felt was really like benefiting my hair. And I think that is why I was so intrigued by Monet, because I have seen so many like amazing hair miracles, like before and afters. And I can honestly say that like it feels a lot better. My hair feels cleaner. I can go longer between washes, which is also important. Like you don't want to overwash your hair if it's damaged. So yeah, I think that's going to make another huge difference, especially considering like time that it took me to grow my hair back. I'd be really curious if I could do it all over again, which I wouldn't, if my hair would have grown back faster using the Monet. I think it probably would have, instead of me kind of like switching products up and, you know, not really having a good quality product that's natural, and that's, you know, built with science behind it to actually kind of correct some of the damage that I did and to actually help, you know, stimulate regrowth. So yeah, so that is definitely part of my new routine. I have added it to everything else that I'm doing, and yeah, I'm never going to go back. So hopefully this hair will continue to grow, and hopefully I'll have long, beautiful hair again. But yeah, have any of you ever had any crazy hair damage? Have you ever done anything stupid and dyed your hair with your friends? I know it can't just be me. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like and hit subscribe. And yeah, ask me if you have any other hair questions. I'd love to touch on them for you if it's something I can help you with. Good night.